As you are aware, today the Cabinet has approved the reconstruction scheme for the Yes Bank. After the notification of the scheme, within 3 days, the moratorium will be lifted. As you are aware, today the Cabinet has approved the reconstruction scheme for the Yes Bank, as was proposed by the RBI. The decision to provide a reconstruction scheme keeps at its core the protection of depositors' interest, keeps at its core providing stability to Yes Bank, and also keeps at its core keeping a stable financial environment, banking system. I'll briefly give you a background of how things developed. Even the other day when I saw you all in the context of Yes Bank, I explained as to how over the whole of 1 year, the process of monitoring, looking at the developments happening in the Yes Bank, the governance failures related matters, and so on, I've elaborated. But I would like to just give you, post my last press conference till today, what are the main things that might draw your attention. It was on 5th March that the bank was placed on moratorium, and then the RBI superseded the board and appointed an administrator. Post that, on 6th March, the RBI placed a draft scheme for reconstruction of the Yes Bank in the public domain and invited objections and so on, and suggestions also from stakeholders. And all this was made public on the 6th. Post that, scheme of reconstruction came to the government, which was considered by the cabinet today. The key features of what actually is a part of this reconstruction plan will of course be available for all of you all in detail once the notification happens, which will happen as soon as possible. But I'm just highlighting some of the points which will be of interest. State Bank of India will invest up to 49% of the equity. Other investors are also being invited, and quite a lot of engagement by the RBI is happening to bring in other investors also. There will be a 3-year lock-in period for SBI for up to only 26% of the 49% that they are investing. And for the rest of the investors, it will be lock-in for 3 years of 75% of their investment. So the authorized capital itself has been raised from 1,100 crores to 6,200 crores, so that we can accommodate immediate and also subsequent raising of capital requirements. I'll repeat some of them. SBI at the moment is coming in with 49%, and the lock-in period for it will be for 3 years, but the lock-in period for SBI will be only for the 26% of shares, not for the entire 49%. Then similarly, private investors are also being brought in. They will also have a lock-in period of 3 years, but for them the lock-in amount will be 75% of what they bring in. Authorized capital of Yes Bank itself is being revised upwards. 1,100 crores is what it is now. It is being increased to 6,200 crores. And that is being done because we need to accommodate immediate and subsequent raising of capital related matters. After the notification of the scheme, and I said we'll do that as soon as possible, after the notification of the scheme, within 3 days, the moratorium will be lifted. Within 3 days, the moratorium will be lifted. And within 7 days, a new board will be constituted, wherein at least 2 directors from SBI will be also becoming part of that new board. Moreover, this administrator will vacate his office within 7 days after the notification, and the new board will take in full charge. As I said, the new board will consist of a CEO, chairman and also other members, but 2 of them will be from State Bank of India. So for now, I think broadly that gives you a picture of what the cabinet has approved today.